Good evening, students. How are you? Today we're looking at graphing inequalities. We're continuing with what we did in our last class. Let's look at this question. It says graph the following inequalities on the same axis. On the same axis. And I have three inequalities here. The first one is 5x plus 4y is less than or equals to 20. Minus 3x minus 2y is less than 6. Y minus 2x is less than or equals to 2. So the three inequalities have been broken down. We're going to solve the first one. Then we're going to put the solution to the second one here. And this space here is for this third guy. So let's start. Remember we did this in our last class. So I'm giving 5x plus 4y is less than or equals to 20. The first thing we're going to do is to put in x equals to 0. Okay? When x is 0, 5 times 0 gives me 0. So I'm left, everything here becomes 4y is less than or equals to 20. So 4y is less than or equals to 20. That gives me y is less than or equals to 5. Okay? So the next thing I'm going to do now is to put y equals to 0. So again, I have 5x plus 4y is less than or equals to 20. So when I put y equals to 0 now, the whole expression here becomes 5x is less than or equals to 20. And that gives me x is less than or equals to 4. So we're done with the first inequality. We've gotten 2 points. The line we're going to draw is going to pass through the y-axis at 5 and the x-axis at 4. So let's go to our graph now and mark the point 5. Let's say this is the point 5 here on the y-axis, and let's say this is the point 4 here on the x-axis. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to join the 2 points together. But remember that we have y is less than or equals to 5, x is less than or equals to 4. Since you can see the equal sign here, that means I'm going to join them together using a solid line. So this is the solid line joining the two together. Okay. So, and it's normal to write the equation of the line, not the inequality, but the equation of the line. And the equation of the line is 5x plus 4y. Change the inequality sign to equals to 20. Okay? Now, let's go back to our inequality. Y says I am less than 5. X says I am less than 4. Okay, so let's come back. Y says I am less than 5. Okay, this is values are less than 5. You have 4 here, you have 3, you have 2, and so on. And X also says I am less than 4. It seems as if the two of them are trying to tell us that this is the required region. Okay, so we're going to shade off regions above that line. Okay, we shade off the regions and we are done with the first inequality. Now, let's go to the next inequality. For the next inequality, I have minus 3x minus 2y is less than 6. So we're going to go through the same process that we just did in the first one. We put in x equals to 0. And when you put in x equals to 0, the whole inequality becomes minus 2y is less than 6. And remember, we're going to divide both sides by minus 2. So I'm going to have minus 2y divided by minus 2. The moment you divide by minus 2, you reverse the inequality. 6 over minus 2. Okay, so this gives you y is greater than minus 3. Okay, now let's do the other one. I have minus 3x minus 2y is less than 6. This time around, it is y that is going to be 0. So when y is 0, minus 2 times 0 is 0. Everything here becomes 0. And the whole expression is reduced to minus 3x is less than 6. Again, we're going to divide both sides by minus 3. And as you are doing that, you immediately reverse the inequality symbol. And now you have x is greater than minus 2. So we need to go to the y-axis and mark the point minus 3. On the y-axis, let's say this is the point minus 3. And then we need to go to the x-axis and mark the point where x is minus 2. Let's say this is the point where x is minus 2. Okay, now you can see that here we don't have equals to like we did for the first one. We only have is greater than. That means I'm going to join these 2 points, minus 2 and minus 3, together using broken lines. Okay, so I know that my graph is not up to scale, but I think you understand what we're trying to do here. So join them together using broken lines like this. Okay, you notice that if I continue, the 2 lines seems to meet somewhere. So usually the lines will meet. Okay, so joining this together also. So I have this this scenario. We have the 2 lines meeting at a point somewhere. Okay, now let's go back to our inequality. Y says I am greater than minus 3. X says I am greater than minus 2. Okay, let's go back to Y. Y says I am greater than minus 3. Y seems to be saying I am up here. And X also says I'm greater than minus 2. X also says I am here. So that means the required region is this region, and the region that we should shade off is regions where you have X less than minus 2 and Y also less than minus 2. Okay, so we have this. Okay, and for the third inequality, again we have Y minus 2x is less than or equals to 2. As usual, we are going to put in 0 for y and then put in 0 for x also. So if I put in y equals to 0 here, the whole expression becomes minus 2x is greater than or equals to, the whole expression becomes minus 2x is less than or equals to 2. Now dividing both sides by minus 2 like we did in the last one, the inequality symbol will be reversed, and I have 2 over minus 2. That gives x is greater than or equals to minus 1. Now let's come to the other one. Y minus 2x is less than or equals to 2. This time around it is x that is going to have the value 0. So everything here becomes 0, and the whole expression becomes y is less than or equals to 2. Okay, so let's go to the x-axis and mark the point minus 2 on the x-axis, the point minus 2 on the x-axis, the point minus 1 on the x-axis. This is the point minus 1 on the x-axis, and the point 2 on the y-axis. This is 5. Let's just say this is where our 2 is. Okay, as usual we are going to join them together, but you can see we have x is greater than or equals to, and here you have y is less than or equals to. The fact that you have or equals to means we are going to join them together using a tick line. Okay, so joining them together using our tick line, we're going to have something that looks like this. Okay, okay, we write the equation of the line. The equation of the line is y minus 2x equals to 2. We didn't write this one, but this equation is minus 3x minus 2y equals to 6. Okay, now let's look at the regions that we're going to shade off here. X says I am greater than minus 1. Let's look at that one first. X says I am greater than minus 1. X seems to be saying I am here, because these are the values of x that are greater than minus 1. They are kind of on this side, not on the other side. And y says I am less than or equals to 2. Y says I am down here. You see, y says I am down here, x says I am down here. So very clearly the region that is required is this region. So we'll shade off the whole of this region. Okay, shading off the whole of this region. The only region that is left unshaded in our Cartesian plane or in our xy plane is this region that is marked out, this triangular region here, and you can put your letter R here. This is the required region. Okay, so any value of x and y that fall within this region satisfy this inequality. Even points that fall on any of the tick lines, it says any point that falls between here and here satisfy. I will have included this one, if not that this one has been already been cancelled by this line. Okay, so any value that fall on the tick line from here to here satisfy. Any value that fall from this tick line to this tick line also satisfy, but all the values on these broken lines are not part of the solution. So thank you very much. That is the end of the lesson. After this, you are going to see a worksheet that will help you to practice more on how to deal with problems like this. And then in our next lesson, we are going to go proper into linear programming. Thank you very much.